All right, so this is the audience. Okay, so have any of you been driving down the street or probably a passenger in the vehicle going to a stop sign and just stopping and then getting ready to go home wherever you're going in the middle of an intersection and just randomly get hit by a vehicle spinning and flipping you out of control in a very uncomfortable situation?
No.
Well, in general, I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. I'm glad you haven't been through it. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it before, either on TV, the news, movies. You probably were a bystander, and honestly, that's not something you want to be going through in the first place, right? And so, personally, I have to tell you that I have been the person behind the seat being the drunk driver. Yeah, and I know, I understand my faults, I understand my mistakes, but it happens, We all do that. We all have our mistakes. We all gotta own up to them eventually, So we're here today to talk about a solution for that, and I will say Ubering will be our best bet. Now, before we get on with our solution, let's talk about the problem. Our problem is drunk drivers. Now, how do we know when somebody's drunk and driving? Like we usually just see somebody just swerving on the side of the road. You probably an indication, maybe not, or you see like maybe someone who's drunk about to get in a car and drive, and that kind of makes you like an accessory to that because it's not a good idea for them, right? Now, let's say a cop pulls you over and you're a drunk driver. Before the early thousands, there was the simple way of asking if someone was drunk or testing them if they were drunk, which would be like saying the alphabets backwards or walking in a straight line or like simple things like that. But if you really think about it, those things aren't really ways to test somebody's drunk because those are kind of subjective. Because you don't know your alphabets backwards, whether if you're drunk or not, unless you've been practicing them for when you are drunk. But I mean, come on, really? So, within the past years, they developed a system, a new way, of breathalyzers. Okay? It actually detects if you've been drinking any alcohol at all throughout the day. So it's more of a way to reassure the fact that you were drinking. Because, you don't want to get a DWI, because trust me, that's like a really, really bad thing to have on your record, point blank period. So in 2016, Sumo Kim did an article on breathalyzers and actually came to realize that drunk drivers have become the #1 reason for car wrecks in the United States. And they figured this out by using breathalyzers in the past 5 years, actually. But it was actually a 5-year project. And it's becoming more well-known, more well-developed. Now, how it relates to us is based on the fact that we're all college students, right? Mm-hmm. Like, think about it. Like, we do this, we drink and we drive. We drink a lot, actually. I know I do. And don't you do? And trust me, I'm not saying that we do this intentionally, but it's peer pressure. Sometimes it's like you don't have any other choices but just driving under the influence. And we all don't want to be part of that, but we are. And sometimes we aren't, sometimes we are. It's really just the situations. Now in 2016 also a guy by the name of Lombardi actually did a research study on college students and drunk driving. It turns out that college students are the #1 people to most likely be the drunk driver, 9 out of 10 times. And if you look at it, it's kind of a serious situation, especially for college students in general. Now, as in for our solution, as I said earlier, Uber is our best bet. We can really have a safe way of getting home. It's affordable and it's simple to use. It's just a simple app that you would download. In 2015, Comback actually did a research study on this throughout cities across the nation. And he realized that in his article he came up with the conclusion stating that Uber has helped with drunk drivers in general, and it has decreased the amount of car wrecks due to drunk driving in large cities like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, and other places like that. Now, in conclusion, we did realize our problem was drunk driving and who does it the most, you know? And as we relate to this because we are college students and we probably have friends who do this quite often, even though we shouldn't. Our solution for that would be Ubering. It's safe, it's affordable, and it's easy to do. I personally been through this already. I personally was a drunk driver, as I told you already. But I say that we should just find a way to stop this by downloading the app and becoming Uber passengers.
Thank you.